Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for Catching Up with Kenny Arrow. So if you listened to the last episode of the podcast, this is going to be a recurring segment where I ask Kenny Arrow some questions about wrestling. It could be anything really, but to keep with the wrestling topic. So Kenny, what do you think of the state of the Intercontinental Championship right now on SmackDown, and who do you think could win the title and elevate it?
I think the Intercontinental scene over on SmackDown is in desperate need of change. Apollo Crews, has been absolute Apollo ass. And I am really tired of his performances and his weird commander of the Jizz walking around following him. It doesn't make any sense to me. There was no context. I'm absolutely shitting all over it because I hate it. And Nakamura looks like he's the guy in place to take the title, and I believe that he can do some good things with it. Maybe Finn can challenge him.
Because Shinsuke is really over on SmackDown right now. Like, just everyone in the arena singing his theme song, everything he does.
The Boogs guy, the Old Spice deodorant Boogs.
Yeah.
Boogs! There we go, baby!
Former 24/7 champ, Rick Boogs.
We're about to rock!
But yeah, it looks like that's where it's going, for sure. And the next question I had was, who do you think should take the AEW Championship off Kenny Omega?
I'm gonna go out of left field and think that AEW should go with their first ever transitional champion and let it be Christian Cage and let him hold it for a month or two, and then he should transition it to someone else that's building their way up the card.
That would be awesome, for sure.
I feel like it's a good way to legitimize Christian Cage, and it's a good way to bring someone else up and show them the world title picture.
Oh yeah, like any win over Christian Cage I think would, do a lot, even just working with Christian Cage, because he's got a lot of experience. So if like a newer guy was to take it off him, I think it would be beneficial for everybody.
Yeah.
To see Christian have that one final run maybe with the AEW Championship, and it'd be cool all around, I think. So that is a very good take.
It'd be cool if him and Edge were world champion at the same time.
Yeah, I know.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
So now we're going to get on to Brooke and Zach's questions. What do you have for
So,
them?
my first question of the day, sir.
Yes, sir.
To my right. All right. So, if you could do a trade between AEW and WWE, who would you trade from each company? Who would you send over?
Would it have to be a fair trade?
No.
So it could be lopsided.
Yeah, you can send whoever you want that you don't think fits in AEW over to WWE, and vice versa.
I could see WWE wanting to pick MJF from the AEW roster, and then on the other side, I could see AEW wanting to maybe pick someone like a Drew McIntyre off the WWE roster, someone that's a big face. Like they need more size and bulk, I think. And I think if they could take Drew McIntyre with how he's already been kind of built, I think that would be a...
So you say it's about the size and bulk. I personally think Brian Cage would fit so much better in WWE than he does in AEW.
Yeah.
Because Brian Cage ain't really doing much over in AEW, but I feel like if WWE seen him, Vince McMahon would just jizz all over his TV and just...
Yeah, bro. Vince has probably never seen this man. For him not to be a WWE talent.
Like, he'd throw me against Roman Reigns tomorrow. If he
yeah, pretty much.
And my next question is kind of the same thing, but not really. Your dream match, you take one AEW guy, one WWE guy, and they have 20 plus minutes. Who you picking and why?
I'm picking this match based solely off a YouTube clip I seen, actually. I seen a clip of Kenny Omega admitting his favorite wrestler to watch was John Cena.
Oh.
So I think I would like to see that. I would like to see those guys coexist, work together, mash their brains together, see what comes out of it.
I think that'd be crazy. We got Big Match John. He's fucking awesome in these situations. And a guy like Kenny Omega, I think they could definitely...
Kenny.
They could produce some gold there for sure.
I think another great one, Orange Cassidy, Matt Riddle.
Yeah.
Just the promos they'd have.
Yeah, the promos, the weak kicks to the shins kind of stuff going on. I could eat that up like a fucking pizza.
I could eat it like an orange.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Eat it like an orange.
Definitely. But yeah, that was all our questions, or was it? Because I got one more that I just came up with.
Sneak attack on Kenny.
What do you think of the Raw women's division right now, or just the women's division in general for all of WWE and AEW? What do you think could elevate it to the next level and make it even better?
The thing I think is a driving force behind making it better is giving a consistent push to somebody. I feel like it doesn't matter who at this point. I feel like no one in the women's division of any show has really got a consistent push and a consistent amount of airtime. This Nikki A.S.H. is Nikki Ass. I don't want to see it anymore. She's putting on weird performances that I don't want to see, and beating Charlotte Flair in a no holds barred match. That doesn't really make logical sense to me. And then on the AEW side, I want to see Britt Baker get that moment, but before that, I've never seen them really hype up their women's division. But Britt Baker looks like she could change that, and I'm willing to see what they are going to do with her.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So, I mean, I would say right now that the women's division, it has gotten better than what it was in AEW, but with WWE, it seems like it's gotten worse on the opposite end of the spectrum because, women's wrestling, people, when it's warranted for a WrestleMania main event, it's awesome. It can work. Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks, everyone liked that.
Yeah, it was perceived very well.
They put on an awesome match, and, I feel like if I was to say who has the best women's division right now and that's been consistent, hasn't been a lot of bad storylines, NXT. NXT is really just all around.
Not a big fan of the champion myself, but the rest of the division's pretty good. Like Raquel just doesn't really do much for me.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, you got people like Io Shirai, you got Candice LeRae, you have Dakota Kai, and they've all had awesome takeover matches.
That Indy Hartwell's been really good
storyline.
Yeah,
the
Dexter Loomis.
And I'm glad NXT's dabbled in the comedy a little bit.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be ridiculous comedy. It can just be like comedy. Oh, they're lovebirds. Like that's kind of funny.
but it works because I'm like, well, I would never expect to see an NXT romance angle just because it was more of the wrestling base.
And it's not trying to be too serious. It's not taking itself too seriously. Everybody's having fun with it. When people are having fun with it and being able to have a little bit of freedom, you can tell. You can tell when the creative enthusiasm of a wrestler's been taken away.
Yeah, but that has been Catching Up with Kenny, and we hope you guys liked his takes. We hope you liked our takes.
Signing out.